Hey, how's it going? It's Joy here with the Whitelines Envision Series. With the unfortunate lack of trade shows and on-show demos around Europe this season, we've decided instead to bring the trade shows to you. Today I'm going to be giving you a sneak peek at 4 new products from the Nidecker lineup for 2021-22. So, what have the Swiss giants been up to, and where can we expect to be seeing innovation and evolution within their range? We're actually seeing a bit of a departure from the status quo with Nidecker, especially with their new Instinct series. This is, as they put it, a new vision of riding inspired by nature. This new endeavour didn't just pop up overnight. The Instinct series has been years in the making, and it's been developed using a practice called biomimicry, which sounds pretty crazy, and to be fair, it is a pretty crazy concept, but basically it emulates strategies and systems found in nature for solving human problems. For instance, smoothing out edge-to-edge transitions has been the bane of many a snowboard designer's life. And instead of looking back at previous designs, Nidecker decided instead to look outside at the natural world. They took a look at the morphology of a penguin and saw how effortlessly those guys glide on their bellies on the snow, and drew inspiration from them to solving their problems. The Instinct series will feature 4 snowboards, a pair of boots and a binding. You've got the Alpha and the Beta snowboards, plus each have a spec'd up APX version. One such snowboard is the brand new Alpha APX, the big dog, the top of the food chain in the Instinct series. Following on with biomimicry influences, but spec'd up to the nines to create a whole new charging experience. First thing you'll probably notice with the Alpha APX is the 3D shape. Starting with the spoon-like nose, increasing surface area for flow and subtly elevating the front for increased buoyancy. As you make your way down the board, you'll see that the tail's pretty funky in its own right. Nidecker looked at the science behind the tail feathers of birds of prey in flight for this ingenious reverse kink camber tail. The disparate surface area and shape helps it to sink down into the snow, but it doesn't trip you up when you decide to take a switch lap. Between the feet, the Nide Active construction takes influence from surfboards, rolling the top sheet over and channeling all rider output and pressure directly to the edges for fluid transitions and solid grip through the whole arc of your turn. Less a super aggressive carving machine and more a fluid, seamless, floaty turn experience. While the shape may be pretty out there, the Alpha APX still has the hallmarks of a classic all-mountain charger. You've got your powerful mid-body camber, the absorbed nid top sheet to soak up chatter, reactive triax fiberglass, sustainably harvested super light core, and a top of the line carbon infused lightning fast base. Every dial's been turned up to 11 with the Alpha APX, with premium materials, expert manufacturing, and a bark that's just as powerful as its bite. Nidecker worked closely with team riders Matt Rappel and Shin Biajima with this one, so I think it's going to be pretty popular for those who really value the art of the surfy turn and just blasting natural features. Following in the footsteps of this biomimicry revolution, Nidecker are bringing the Helios APX to the table. They've taken one of their team and fan favourite boots, the Helios, and upgraded it for this limited edition release. Comfort really does start from the ground up, and Nidecker partnered with the experts at Remind Insoles to deliver a state-of-the-art snowboard boot that focuses on support, performance and durability. Although the aesthetic veers away from what you might traditionally expect from Nidecker, it's still chock full of the same top shelf tech. The dual boa lacing system allows you to independently tighten the upper and lower area, putting in micro adjustments to dial in the perfect fit. Internally, the bronze level liner is fully heat moldable to eliminate dead zones and hotspots, and can be tightened with its own independent inner lacing system. Flex-wise, the Helios APX sits at a reasonably powerful 7 out of 10. Enough juice to pump up onto your edges, but easy going enough for slashing and throwing surfy turns. It sits forward with an 8-degree angle, working with the forward lean on your bindings to drive power through your turns. And the semi-articulated cuff allows the boot to flex through the middle without blowing out at the sides. Everything you know and love from the original best-selling boot, plus a special artist edition Remind Medic 4-layer insole, anatomically designed to alleviate foot fatigue, help align your ankles and knees, and offer increased cushioning underfoot. Up next, we've got the new Nidecker Thruster. This kind of sits as a replacement for the old Rave, the Platinum, and the Princess. It comes in a range of unisex sizes, all the way from a 147 to a 162. This is your new flagship resort board. You know, your daily driver, your any and all conditions charger. We're seeing the continuance of Nidecker pursuing the experimental shapes. We've got a 3D nose with sidekick technology, lifting the side bases outside the contact points up front, and then transitioning back into a fully blunted off tail. Underfoot, the thruster is a traditional camber cannon, the classic positive bend driving power to the contact points, offering stability at speed, grip through the arc of your turns, and rapid edge-to-edge responses. It harks back to the days of the classic Swiss carving machine, bringing home the pure, unadulterated joy of the turn. The sidekick helps to smooth it out in the nose. You've got the fluid turn initiation as you drive into a carve, and then the aggression through the crescendo, and then the short, stiff tail to bring you out without spitting you out the other end. Although we've not had this out on snow yet, we're sure it will rail a turn with the best of them when it's up on its edges. It will no doubt be a beast on the groomers, but it's got a few tricks up its sleeve to do the heavy lifting when you sniff out a powder stash as well. With what's essentially a torsional rocker in the nose, a 2 centimetre setback, and the reduced surface area in the tail, the thruster seems like it's going to be one hell of a ride on those deeper days. Back once again, Nidecker's best-selling women's board is expecting a little facelift going into 21-22. Nidecker seem to be leading from the women's side with their refresh of the classic designs. They started with the Odyssey, and now the Venus gets its very own makeover. Taking on a more directional shape with a fully blunted tail, it's becoming more of a powerhouse for intermediate and above riders, looking for a little bit of a charger for every day of the season. Taking on a versatile camrock profile, it blends stability and aggression through the mid-body with surfy, playful tips. It's this best of both worlds approach that makes it such a viable option for pretty much any conditions you throw its way. When it's been puking and you stumble upon some fresh power, you can take advantage of the setback inserts and the extra surface area in the nose to keep you floating along nicely. An easygoing middle-of-the-road flex keeps your options open for playful laps through the park and for getting your flatland game on lock. So, the reimagined Venus would pair well with the women's K-on binding and the Trinity boot to round out the set. There's our 4 products to keep your eyes peeled for come winter 21-22. But for now, get out there and enjoy some turns if you can. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.